Alright folks, welcome to this exciting video where you once again join me in the middle of the Scottish countryside here, and once again we're joined by the channel DJ, and today we've come just up the Glen Esk side of Edsall here, and look at this landscape we're about to explore. We're starting this adventure by walking along to this old tower which is along here, which I think was built as a bit of a folly or whatever for this estate which is up along by the river here. So yeah, we're going for it. And down here as well, there's some extreme rocks and amazing waterfalls, and the landscape is just absolutely breathtaking, folks. So let's get into this adventure. See how savage it is down there. It's crazy, like you can see the kind of the rocks there, like a bit through the trees.
Aye.
It's a madness. Look at that. Something lying there. Yeah, there's been another extreme storm, folks, and a lot of trees and stuff's been blown down once again, but it was coming the opposite way from the last storm, so it's like different trees this time that's been affected, so we might see some extreme devastation from that on this adventure too. Check this out, folks. This is a bit further along that path at Glen Esk here, and just look how savage it's been yesterday in the storm. Trees lying all different directions, and that's how we weren't out exploring yesterday either. We were keeping it safe. You would end up just getting a tree down on your car or something, or on your head.
There was a death in Aberdeen, and all the women died. The 3 fell on in Aberdeen.
No way. Look at this. Just imagine standing here when that fell over, eh? It would have been intense. Look at the different colour of the earth, the deeper down you go, and then near the surface it's that rich topsoil from all the plants decaying and stuff. This tower's just along here, folks, and it's a cool adventure to get to a place like this. It's like going into like a Lord of the Rings set or something to find the tower. We're crossing Middle Earth right now. Mordor's stood here like. Here we are, folks. We've made it as far along now as the tree. Look at this, folks. We've made it as far along now as the tower, and just look at it. It's got that Gothic style with the massive windows and the door. And look, the trees have just fallen down all around it. That's how history like this can get wiped out by a gust of wind overnight. So it is cool to come and record them and document them, and the wild location of this tower is impressive here. You can see right down the river. And yeah, this is absolutely insane. It's just trees just galore, folks. And just check this out. I've been here like years ago on videos and stuff, but I do love coming here for a walk, and it looks so different now, like because a lot of these trees and stuff's fallen down. I think that big tree has fallen and knocked the limb off this other in there. It's just like dominoes, folks. This is insane. Those windows there, they're so massive. There's actual trees growing out the top of it as well. This is so cool. Look at this, folks. If anybody's in the Edsall area, it's worth coming here for a walk. It's an amazing bit of history. And I think they would have just it was made to look like a bigger castle at one time, but it was always just a few rooms in the middle here. Sometimes they used to make things look like ruins, so they could go and sit places in the coveys in the summer or whatever they did back in those days. And a crazy thing about this place, there's graffiti scored in from all years, like.
It's 2 stories, but it looks like there's been a massive void.
Yeah, between the two floors. That's true. But it's strange because the floor has been in line with the top of the window there.
Yeah.
So that is an unusual thing we're seeing there, folks. Yeah, the history, the layers of history just hidden, folks, just like that. You could come in here and not even notice stuff like that. I would say for sure there's been beams like that. See, another unusual thing though, look at the window. It's got the two bits, the lines go right along it there on the stonework. So not unless they had an area there with just a bit of light coming in. But it is strange how the next set of beams, maybe that shows it's been,
The original frame.
it's maybe been used at different times. Ken, maybe they had a floor and then they put a new one in, that could explain it.
1917.
No way, look at that folks, I don't know if I can reach that high. You'll just have to take my word. In pencil, it says 1917, look, 1881, does that say up there?
Yeah.
No way folks. Right, hang on, I'm gonna extend you up here folks. Look at this folks, this is as high up as and as close as I can get you. Look, 1917 there written on the beam. I don't know how well it's even coming out. There's some absolute ancient writing there. And but we can even see further up, 1932. And then over here, look, 1881. I'll try and keep a steady shot here. I don't even know if you can read it.
I know.
Because the light, 1881 there folks. Like there's unreal pencil graffiti right there. We should get a big stick and try and record it closer. The thing is I can't like hold on to the wood because we don't want to damage it.
No.
People have written all the way up to the top
Yeah.
and it's like literally 1921.
Alan somebody.
Aye. And then this name here is Eddie Black. 1932, Eddie Black, shout out. It's crazy because I knew there was like stuff scored into the step here, but I never ever had a clue.
James Greenley. Water right.
There's proper like whole addresses and stuff written there. That is just blowing my mind.
Lawrence Kirk. No way.
Crazy history.
The guy for Lawrence Kirk is the water right champion from Lawrence Kirk.
The water ride champion
Or some
from
shit.
Lawrence Kirk, folks. James what's it? Gurley.
Gurley.
James Gurley from Lawrence Kirk. He's been here and he's the water ride champion. And it literally it says it way up at the top on the wood. Written with pencil. It'll be the early 1900s. Probably that was written. And I'm thinking probably at that time there would have been a door on this. So they were probably able to climb up and then sit on that ledge there and write with the pencil. And because it's at that angle, again, the weather's not destroyed it in any way. It's been protected. And it's just crazy because it's just all over that whole bit of wood there. And this is the crazy one here. I don't know how well it came out. So that just goes to show the sort of history that's on offer at these places. From ancient times, ancient Scottish history that's undocumented. And even though I've been here before, it just shows you like, you can find new things all the time. And it blows my mind. Look at the detail on this window here from people scoring their names in over the years. This has obviously been a place people have come to hang out and camp and stuff for forever. It's probably been abandoned since way back. Obviously we've seen those old dates written on the stones. It's like pre-war, and potentially that's even 1800s that I saw written there, which is just madness folks. Shows you the sort of history we're dealing with here. But it is a shame to see trees and stuff growing out around the top. That'll be destroying it. And look, there's a crack leading right around here. Probably since whenever this was built, the ground will be sliding down the hill. Incredible folks. And then like you can see it's got the fake like windows up there as well. There's one of them up there with like wood in it still, eh? Yeah, look at this folks, the wood up there is still in that window. I wonder what like historic stuff's written like on the back of that. I wonder if the joiner that fitted it's written his name or anything like that on the wood. It's crazy. Look at the thickness of the big stones and the way they're shaped as well, carving round. It's a bit like a massive version of that temple that we saw at the Gind almost. Wow. Yeah, I think this was always built to look as if it had been an abandoned building, even for day one. Yeah, big stone. Looks quite white, eh? Yeah, look at this. It'll be the trees up there pushing the masonry off. Yeah. That's how, if anybody comes here, they have to watch their heads. See, look, this wall up here is leaning to the extreme.
Yeah.
I think it's worse now than what I've ever seen. I'm sure it's gotten bad over this past year. It's crazy because there's quite a lot of mortar, but like the higher up you get, the more destroyed and damaged it is from the weather. And like there has been stuff growing even like here. Maybe ivy. And then look, this has got stones sticking out of it, similar to that farm shed we saw a few weeks ago. I love the way all these stones are made. Like the crazy style of those doors and stuff. What a place for an adventure, folks. Crazy old tower.
Look at that.
Oh aye, the seam going through that rock there. It's like quartz or flint or something like that.
Louise, yo.
Look at this, folks. I just walked around and got some cool photos there. I love the character of this building. I always say I like the character of things quite a lot, but it's like, how else do you explain the character of something? Yeah, there's a lot of recent graffiti here scored onto the top, which is a shame, because it kind of covers up some of the older stuff. But one of the most amazing things we saw was that old like writing. Like, I can't believe how long ago that was. But I can just...
a ladder to do that, eh?
Well, I'm thinking it must have been when the door was maybe on and they were able to climb up and sit up there. And then they would have been just chilling writing that. Drinking their... whatever they drunk back in those days, folks. They'd have probably been sitting here camping in their like old canvas tents and stuff. Because they probably could ride here on their bikes from any of the local kind of towns. Maybe Edsall or... well, Lawrence Kirk, the boy that wrote that, could have come here for a camping trip. Anyway, folks, let's head on with this adventure. The adventure's not over yet. There's absolutely incredible landscape down here, and we're away to take a look at it. So, yeah, let's hit it, folks. Look at this, folks. Once you come to this part of the path, down the hill from the tower, literally, it's like coming to another world. Check out the way these cliffs are, and then the path's just cut into them. And then down there, the rocks, the way the river's flowing through it. We're going down for a proper look. But the way this is just, look at that, the trees just proper in the rocks, eh? Oh, aye.
It's busting out the rock.
Yeah. It's crazy, folks. Just shows nature there clinging onto the hard rock face.
It's like, it is part of the rock now.
Oh, aye. There's obviously been a tree here at one time. This is crazy rock as well. You can see the difference compared to like some of the rock that we were looking at the coast a few videos ago. It's just totally different here. This is like a wild fissure in the land, yeah. It's almost like real fragile rock. Look at it there.
Yeah.
You could just take a handful of that.
Like slate though, eh?
Mm-hmm. And then look at this down here, it's honestly incredible, like, and there's waterfalls just dropping off from the other side of the hill there. Wow, look at this bit we are standing on, this is proper like atop a cliff here, what? Insane. This bit here at the corner as well, it's like a natural balcony in the rocks here. It's incredible that the way this has dropped away from the edge.
Devastation at that side.
Yeah, trees and stuff totally falling down. Look at this. Boom, big cliff right there. I think this bit here must have like broken away from the edge of here at one time. Because we've still got this cliff at this side of us, folks. And it looks like there's been a road or something at the other side at one time. Yeah. That waterfall there is incredible. Look at this folks, a red squirrel right above my head jumping from tree to tree. I'll try and communicate with him. He's making squeaky noises, so that's what I'm trying. Don't know if it comes out on the camera. He's jumping about on the trees right above my head. He's wanting to come into the forest here, but he's unsure because I'm standing here. He looks like a young squirrel, but it's red squirrels which is most common around here, and that's what he is. Look, he's a way to do it. He's a way to jump above my head. There he goes. Did you see that, folks? Wild. There he goes. He's away into the forest, and he was trying to do that for ages there, but I was right in his path. And the way they jump from tree branch to tree branch right there, that was absolutely insane. I don't even know how well it came out on the camera, but yeah, it's just an incredible scene right there. Little red squirrel in its natural environment. Look at this, folks. Walking about in this massive fissure in the land here. This is absolutely insane. The way this water's coming down through, and the way these rocky cliffs are at each side here. There's nowhere like this. And those wee squirrels are just living the dream all around here in these trees. Wow, I'm always amazed by the landscape. The water pools around here are so deep, and there's just waterfalls around every corner. And the types of rock here, they're all different types, and like that rock there is totally different to the rock at this side that we were looking at back there on the cliff. It's like a geological, crazy geological landscape we're in. Oh aye, that must be super deep, eh? Here, that must be a good rock jumping spot. Like,
Yeah.
there could be some mad undercurrents there though.
You can see the
That's the whole river getting funneled through such a narrow little bit. It's insane, and like, that just looks amazing up there. Once again, folks, we're walking about in a Scottish postcard. Like, it's insane. The landscape's breathtaking, and it's like, it's always amazing what we find.
mind this out just to make a path.
Look at this, folks. This is literally like walking through Middle Earth or something. Look at the way this, I don't know if it's been mined out or if this bit's broken away from the rock face, but we're literally walking through between these rocks, which is absolutely insane. Crazy. This is all this moss and stuff on here. It's like we're in the jungle. Scottish jungle, folks. It's quite cool because the moss stays green all through the winter and stuff. Adds to a bit of colour. Look at this cliff here goes over the top of your head when you're walking along here. Just check out the colour of that. It's like slate in a lot of ways, that, like.
Yeah.
So fragile, that rock. Here, look, it's like there's been steps or something in there maybe at one time. Maybe no either. Yeah, the way the rock and stuff looks down there, it's mind-blowing. See how much the water drops off down there as well. It's a proper drop.
It's very wee there as well.
Yeah, you didn't notice the drop in the water when you're standing like right next to it. The way these rocks there are just sticking out of the side, it's like mind-blowing, folks. Oh,
Red rock.
it's like a red rock within the other type of rock. It must have been something like I've said in previous videos, all the rocks harden at different temperatures, and like this in here must have been a different type of ore. Maybe if you cracked that red thing open, it would have some sort of like crystals or something in the middle of it, or a type of rich ore. Look at this, folks, there's big bits just even leaning against the side here. It's like a cave. Check it out, folks, it's a secret cave. Oi! Look at that, folks, you could get a good night's sleep in there if you were stranded in the wilderness. That's pretty big. And check that out, eh? It's just insane. Yeah, you should have a look in the cave, it's bigger than you would expect. It's big enough, you'd be able to actually sit in there and chill. If it was like a storm or something, a winter whiteout. Look at the way these stones here today, folks, have actually fallen down the hill. It's like being a landslide. Probably be that like soft rock. Now and again it'll just crumble and away it goes. There's still trees and stuff just lying there. They probably all came down yesterday. Look at this, folks. This is my favourite bit to explore up by the river here. Because check it out. It's literally like insane how it looks here. The way those rocks are.
The river's come up.
Yeah, and it's been at that height for a long time.
Yeah, to wear away.
Yeah. And look at the way that, like, these cliffs are and stuff. It's just wild. Absolutely insane. And like these big rocks just fall into the river every now and again. That's what causes big chunks like that to be down there. If you were going down on your kayak or whatever, you'd be gone. I'm sure I saw a fish there. Like, this is a good fish river, folks. I think it's Glen Esk or whatever, or Dalhousie Estate, that's in charge of the fishing here. I'm pretty sure Dalhousie Estate owns Glen Esk these days. Look at this, folks. It's like a jungle scene at this side and then an extreme river environment at that side. It looks like the river's been at this height though. Look, it's been flowing over here. That's crazy, folks. Imagine that. The river actually comes up to this height in the storms. So like, that's how, like, you can see, you would hardly even ken.
It's a lot of water, eh?
Yeah. You often wouldn't see that until you see signs like that.
Yeah.
If I say that on a video, like, oh, the river comes to this height, like, nobody would believe it. Because we're so high above river level right now, but that's the difference between storms and then not storms, folks. It's extreme. This is insane, folks. This landscape here, we're transversing this landscape here and it's just wild. Oh, look at this massive beech tree here that's recently fallen in. Oh, there's a dog here. There's somebody walking the dog, must be. Check this beech tree. The thing's totally sheared, like. Oh, aye. That's a natural bridge. That's insane, folks. Look at this, folks, the way that's boring. It's almost like a cave under that. Kind of what, the stone here just looks like fossilised wood. Kind of, it's that thin slate-like rock. Check this tree out here, folks. This is absolutely insane. Imagine that when it fell over.
That does look quite deep though, eh?
Yeah.
Once you jump into that for here.
There's an even lower bit here though, but look, see how the water's swirling?
Yeah, you do, that's so
I don't
close to
trust
the
some of
edge,
these
eh?
rocks.
Yeah, they might be coming in.
Yeah, there's cracks here below them. Look at this, all these branches have come from this tree.
Oh my god, there's nothing underneath you.
Underneath me right now.
Underneath you, there is nothing.
Apparently I'm standing over the top of a void, folks, right now. That's what we're all about on this channel.
Hang on to this rock and look over the edge. Nothing there.
I wasn't even going to walk on that other rock.
Is that bedrock?
Look at this, folks, we're further along. I think that's come off that rock face, that massive rock in the water there. Yeah, look at it, the wee waterfall dropping in. You can see right down through the water. There's that tree. We're at the other side of it now, folks, and check it out. There's tons of waterfalls up here, and the water looks crisp today. Such a beautiful scene out here. Like the way the rocks now can just jut out into the water, it's absolutely mind-blowing. We're just picking a route through here. It's all wild terrain. Some of these pools here are just so deep. Looks like it would be best to go over at that bit and climb down. Look at this, folks, walking about in heaven once again. This landscape, you just can't get enough of it. Like, around every corner there's a different type of waterfall or a different incredible view. Look at this, folks, there's like little whirlpools and stuff in the corner there. And look, there's even rock pools. There's rock pools and stuff here have been worn, so that shows the river's often higher than like where I'm standing now. I'm probably like 25 feet above the water, maybe 20 feet, and it's like the river can just rise up that much if there's rainstorms in the Glen. Look at it here, it's just wild. Yeah. In the summer, this place is just magical, folks. Look at it here, the way this is coming down. Here, that would be a good bit to swim at there, just before the waterfall. The water is slightly peaty. Yeah, but you could just chill at the edge of the waterfall. This is insane, folks. The way the rocks are just over the top of your head and the river roaring and the waterfalls, it's like epic. It's truly epic, the scenery here. And there's an even bigger waterfall further up. It's just tumbling down through the Glen. And then there's all these crazy rock pools around here. Is there any beasts in the rock pool? Look at the river at that side, dark. It's maybe gold. Maybe hit to get the gold pan out, folks. Look at this, the water's just dark and deep. Scary, folks, like. You can just see the rocks disappearing down into the darkness there. It is amazing. The water will be ice cold. What is it? A stone?
Fool's gold.
Fool's gold. It says glistening there. Look, folks, on the rock. It'll be like quartz. It's rock with a high quartz content right there.
There's loads of it.
I wouldn't have hit you with it, like. Did you think it was a fish loafing?
I don't know what.
How did I get in this predicament?
How did I get out of here?
That's the part of exploring. You always have to think you need to get back again once you climbed in somewhere. Look at this, folks. Check out this wee rock pool here. It's just full of stones and stuff. It's probably a haven for wildlife. Look at this. This is some crazy scenery, folks. So cool we can share this with the world. Channel DJ's finding some crazy coloured rocks over there. And literally I'm standing right now in a rock pool, a dry rock pool. Look at this river though. If you fell in there, you'd be a goner, folks. Because the water's frothy and foamy like that, you wouldn't be able to get buoyancy. The whole river's getting funneled into this one little area. So it's like quite an extreme area in the river. Right, folks, I'm going over there because it looks like there's another cool, massive rock pool. There, it looks like there's a massive rock pool over there, look. What are you finding? Quartz?
Yeah, see if there's any gold there.
Looking for gold, folks. Look at that, massive deep rock pool, but look, it's crystal clear. Don't know how well it comes out on the camera with the shadow, but
that's deep, that, eh?
for the size of it. It's just been worn by the rocks swirling around. I was standing in that little rock pool there when I was recording. Crazy. I can't believe the size of this rock pool over here. Yeah, there's maybe no safe way down here. I'm just... Yeah. Oh, aye, from getting washed downstream.
Look at the stones.
Yeah. The stones are whirling around on the current. Crazy, folks. Look at this geology on this rock. I need to be careful here not to slap. Wow, look at this rock pool, folks. It's been ages since I've been here and I forgot all this amazing stuff was just here, like hidden in the rocks. Look at the geology here. This is some mad, like, green rock with some quartz through it. The way it's worn, it's like a rock pool, and eventually it's worn so far it's opened right out. At one time it must have looked like this, which is obviously this massive rock pool here. Wow. Here he is, the DJ's going for it. What can you see?
Oh, it's bubbling up there. Look, these swampy just bubbles
Oh,
up.
aye. Oh, look, so it is. Kind of that could be. That's maybe worn underneath your feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, it'll calm down and then...
So it does. It shows that rivers aren't always just flowing at one speed, eh?
If this goes any higher, I'm fucked.
Look at this, folks. The water's literally like bubbling up here strangely every now and again. See the bubbles coming through the depths there?
Yeah.
I think there's a mad rock shelf there and you could get caught out.
You'll get stuck under it.
Yeah. Wow. See that blue rock as well? It's insane.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get out of here, eh?
I need to safely get down for here too. Oh, that was it, folks. I stretched.
Yeah, it's fucking sleepy.
We're both just struggling here. Right, let me get back. And then I can help you. Real adventures right here on the channel, folks. Do you want to grab my arm? I'll pull you at safety.
Right.
That's how it's done, folks.
Teamwork.
Realist adventures. We're literally getting the footage. Here, look how it's swirling round in that little bit over there. It's insane. And that's so cool. That's the bit I was on about swimming at, eh?
Yeah.
At the top of the river. In the summer, that is, folks.
Ah, this bit here was pretty calm, eh?
Yeah, and deep.
Yeah.
You'd be able to chill in there like a jacuzzi. You get used to the temperature of the water after a minute,
Yeah.
like. Insane, folks.
This is the river as well. It'll be warmer than the North Sea, eh? We can handle the North Sea.
Yeah. I don't know if it's safe to go up this way. Maybe it is.
We might have to go up that.
Look at this, folks. I'm just keeping the camera rolling like for this bit. It's super dangerous. So we'll keep it rolling in case one of us end up falling in the sea, the river I mean. Insane, like you can see here the river's been higher than these trees with all the stuff collected in them. It's been the river that's knocked this tree down when it's been in a storm. Look at all the sand here, folks. And then look, this is like a wild bit of the river here between the two waterfalls. So there's a massive waterfall up here. This waterfall is one of the biggest ones on this walk here. Here, we might be better just going further up there to get to it. Because this is more of that worn kind of stone. Here, there's a waterfall there. I can see a mad little waterfall just near us. Don't know. Maybe around there though. I'll have a look over the edge.
Alright.
Here, there's loads of like water running off the ground here. We'll be able to get down here.
Yeah.
It's strange the way this rock's all worn. I'm trying to keep my feet out of the watery bits so I've got ultimate grip. I've come the wrong way.
I think you have.
Because I think that'll be slippy down there. I could jump to those pebbles, but then I'll have to climb back up that way. Watch any slip. You'll have to be careful of coming that way too. I could probably jump to those pebbles.
You'll do the leap of faith onto that.
But you could probably do it there.
Do it onto there and then do.
No, unless you're able just to walk down there though. Come, we could both just walk down there. I'm wanting to see down here though, to that waterfall. Here, I'm going for the leap.
Go for it, you'll make it.
Right, here we go.
Go. Yeah.
See that, folks?
Fucking river, eh?
I was literally trying to land though, so my feet didn't go on a pebble.
Yeah.
Watch, that's no super slippy.
Oh.
I didn't want to go over my ankle when I landed. Here we go though, it's the waterfall. A secret waterfall. Am I going to get up here? Exploring, folks. We'll just go everywhere. We never give up. Ken, look at this. We've brought you some more banging footage right here. An unseen waterfall. Hidden on the edge of land. Look at the rock pools. Everywhere.
You bring your other battery in there?
Yeah. See this, folks, this is insane, it's so cool. We've made it to this waterfall, it's just mind-blowing seeing a bit of land like this, carved by water itself. And these green rocks is different to what we saw further down the Glen, which was like that other slate-like stuff.
Yeah.
And the bigger waterfall's there, but this is a cool one, thought it's worth stopping at. I should take a photograph.
Be where you are.
So there you go, folks.
Yeah.
That is the secret waterfall, the Rocks of Solitude. It's probably no advice trying to get down to the edge of it though, because it is slippy and dangerous down there, but it's always worth the adventure. Look at that, it's just drops right down into the water right there. That's insane, folks. We've made it up now to the big waterfall though. Look at this, folks, this is so cool. This is the biggest, but maybe not the most extreme waterfall here. We're going down for a better look.
That's for the daredevil fish, that's for the normal ones.
If you were on your kayak, coming down the side, think we could climb down this tree?
No, I would stay on the rocks, but the rest wet things. Hanging on.
Oh. This tree here, folks, is saving our day here.
We're good at leaving land.
Look at this, folks, there's more holes in the rock here. Yeah, the river's raging loud here, folks. The atmosphere is just intense. And it's crazy.
With the fucking wind on it.
See how the rock has got that, like, seam all the way through it, like quartz?
It's almost like wind, eh?
Yeah. It's like quartz with, like, flank. Yeah. Insane, folks. Check this waterfall. Look how the water drops from, like, above our head height there down to well below the height we're at. The whole way down this glen, it's just epic like this. Mind blowing. That's how I've recorded so many bits of the river. It's such an adventure coming to a place like this. The roar from the river just adds to it. This is absolutely cool, folks. I've probably said the same thing so many times, like this is absolutely amazing in each video, but honestly, when the scenery is like this, you can't put it into words often. It's just madness. Trying to pick the right footstep and that over the rocks and stuff. And then finding wild bits in the land like this. Look at this, folks, now we can see right down that whole back. And look at the way it's swirling at the start here like a rock. What do you call it? A whirlpool. So we're back on the top path now, folks. We've made it safely away from this river, and it literally is like coming to a different planet, walking along there. Unreal. It's always such an adventure, and there's nowhere looks like that. It's totally its own thing, like.
Yeah.
Rocks of Solitude, just up the Glen Esk road for Edsel, folks. It's an amazing stop on like a Scottish adventure for anybody on holiday. Yeah. Look at that, it almost looks like the base of a palm tree or something. But it's just the fern where it's been snapped off. Yeah. It's for everybody walking on them. Anyway, folks, we're just a bit back at the car. That's been a cool adventure. We saw the old tower. We saw some extreme landscape. And yeah, it was just epic.
It's got a massive bit of drift and washed up there, right?
Yeah, the river must have been right up here at one time leaving that, But anyway, I'll end this one here, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you very soon with the next adventure.